it's quiet in here.
Cedric, good to see you. They've been talking a lot about, your defense. In those workouts with your teammates and stuff, how have you been trying to make your mark, as you've been getting accustomed now that you're, full go and everything?
Yeah, for sure. I would say the biggest thing is honestly just trying to make an impact on winning the way I know how. And also defense is what keeps you on the court. You win the game if you score more points than the other team, and if you can stop them from scoring, and you can score, you will score more points. So for me, it's just getting in where I can fit in, doing what I can to earn these guys' trust on both ends of the floor. And ultimately, when it comes to defense, that gives more of a dog mentality than anything, really. So for me, it's just making sure I can do what I can to make sure my man doesn't score, talk, help others, and ultimately stay on the court.
I'm sure it's a natural thing for you, but how do you use your arms, your arm length, your wingspan, your hand size to your advantage overall? I mean, we know how you can do it defensively, but just for your whole game.
Ultimately, taking up a lot of space, I would say. Defensively, if you can take the space away from the offensive player, they can't move as well as they would like to. And it's funny that you say that because coach even tells me sometimes I don't use my arms well enough. So, I'm still working on that. But at the same time, taking away the space, being super disruptive, being able to poke at the ball, contest shots that may not look as heavily contested through body positioning, but since my arm is so long, then I'm able to get there and it's a little heavier contest. Offensively, it definitely helps with being able to move the ball quick, stay low to the ground, with the dribble, being able to rebound, all that stuff, dive for loose balls, give that. I guess you can say my arm length gives me an extra few inches on, the next guy. So using that to all of the advantages really in everywhere in my game.
Cedric, right here in the back. I think Scotty was in here before talking about something that stood out when he's played with you so far was your shot selection and how smart it was. Going back to college, your 2-point percentage in particular is frankly outrageous, especially for someone that plays the position you do that isn't a pure big man. What goes into that? The efficiency and just taking such smart shots from within the arc?
I would just say not wasting any possessions. For me, it's always been a thing of don't waste possessions, make sure you're getting a shot you want. And ultimately, I guess it just turns out to be that way that I take smart shots. For me, it's always just finding the winning play, whether it's me getting a shot, whether it's me kicking an extra, whether it's me driving and kicking, whatever it may be. Like you said, I guess it just turns out to be super efficient, but honestly, it's just looking for the next winning play.
Jeff Calkins from the Daily Memphian. What's your adjustment been like to the city of Memphis? Are you finding your way around, and how have you found it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'll say it reminds me a lot of my hometown back in Fresno, California. Yet back in Fresno, I lived more in the suburban area, and now since the Forum is downtown, I'm downtown most of my time. So it's a little bit of an adjustment, but people here are really good. The food here is really good. I'm a big chicken wing guy, so Ching's is the number one spot I've been to so far. But honestly, just acclimating to my point, it's been real easy and smooth.
Offensively, what do you see your kind of fit and role being, and what have you been working on over the summer?
Over the summer, mainly definitely shots, getting a lot of shots in, making sure, you make your reps count, make your each possession count, especially when you do get a shot. And being that runner, that guy to run on the wing, get behind the defense. Me and my NBA coach, David Thorpe, talk about it a lot, racing the floor, making sure you're getting behind because, those are easy layups, and you can even draw the defense in to guard you, and now you're giving Ja or Jaren, whoever's bringing the ball up, a path to the lane. Being a screener, being a handler, pretty much having that versatile, skill set to do anything, really.
Hey, Chris Dotson, Clutch Points. I just wanted to get more of your origin story, how you fell in love with the game, started wearing 23, who you admired growing up, and how are you going to bring that sort of stuff to the Grizzlies?
Yeah, well, ever since I was young, I've been gravitated towards sports. Me and my grandpa used to watch games when I was really young. I grew up a Lakers fan, and my favorite guy was Kobe. And it's funny because even though I'm wearing 23, Cam has 24, so that's kind of gone, and Jaren has 8. But ultimately, that's how I fell in love with the game, was watching Kobe and watching the Lakers. And then honestly, from just watching them, it gravitated to more of just all around basketball, finding out who the best players were, and LeBron, and then, you know, like going back in time to like Magic and Kareem and even Jerry West and guys before that, Wilt and Pete Maravich and all those guys. You know, I'm a basketball historian just because I love the game so much. And I would say that I take that with me everywhere, even though like I'm a historian and none of that stuff has to do with like actual on the court activities. But that love of the game is why I do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know we get paid a lot of money to do this, but at the same time, like, I'd play the game for free just because that's how much I love it.
Yeah, don't tell anybody that you play for free because they might want you. Anyway, Jarvis Greer, Grind City Media. Since it's been a while since you've been on the court, you've been under wraps, and nobody's really had a chance to see you, especially around here, since you were on the West Coast. Talk about your feelings when you first hear your name called and when you first get out there on the court in front of the crowd, in front of the lights, and ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's all basketball. I think it's going to be a surreal feeling when you first hear your name called, but once the ball is dribbled or you get hit for the first time or whatever it may be, I mean, you lock back into the game. For me, it's not going to be like a oh wow moment because I think I deserve to be here. I'm here for a reason. You know, I've been blessed and put in a position to where I can play in front of the great crowd in Memphis and then also in the other 29 cities, but ultimately for me, it's just basketball at the end of the day, and I have a job to do. And like I said earlier, the game I love is the game I love, and that's all I got to do. Go out there and do.
Cedric in the back kind of hit on it before. I talked with Kip, your D3 coach, over the summer, and he told me if there was one question or one debate to get you going, Kobe, Michael, or LeBron. Is there anything you want to elaborate on that?
Kobe. One word answer. Kobe.
Any other questions? Okay. Thanks, Ed.
Thank you, guys.